Hey everybody, it's another edition of Dan's Models with Dan and John here. And this is HO scale, nicely weathered, whatever it is.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
It's yet another Atlas Evans boxcar. I say that because I think I've had maybe one or two of these on Dan's Models before, different ones. I actually have quite a few of these things. For some reason,
So that means we'll have a few more. Right?
Probably eventually, yeah. They're not all done. It's a pretty nice model, especially the newer ones. Like this one has the freestanding ladders, which some of the older ones had molded on ladders.
Yeah, freestanding always looks a lot better.
Yeah, it does. But there's still some room for improvement. So I always do a little bit of detailing on these things, and then of course I weathered it following photos. I found, I don't know if it's the exact same number, but I found a car that was in the same paint scheme, photos of it, and I used that as a basis for what I did with this one.
Yeah, it's a kind of a colorful paint scheme. I don't remember ever seeing one of these live, although maybe it just went by and I didn't notice.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm sure there's still some of these around. They're probably covered with graffiti these days, but these are basically a double plug door insulated boxcar that a lot of times, at least originally, I think a lot of them were used to haul wood products. But they could be used for just about anything. But I think that's where a lot of them were put in service.
You mean like furniture, or
maybe stuff that's element sensitive?
Yeah,
that they wouldn't want to put like on a center beam car for whatever reason.
Yeah, like a fiber board or something that would swell if it.
I would imagine it would probably be the stuff that needed to be kept out of the elements.
Yeah,
I'm honestly not sure exactly what. Probably someone out there maybe will tell
someone's going to send
someone
you
that's going to give us a
mail,
comment
Dan,
and say
you're in for it now.
They were used for this and this, and I'll be like, thank you, I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is it's an insulated boxcar,
right? So
I can see you rusted or whatever on the top there. Right?
Yeah, I used basically just some weathering powders to give it a little bit of light rusting on the top. I've noticed a lot of these cars. A lot of box cars develop this kind of rust pattern where they have, like in the center of the panels, they rust more than on where they join for some reason. So you get like this sort of...
It's like striped or something.
Striped, yeah, kind of a striped effect. But I've seen pictures of quite a few cars that have that kind of look to them. So that's what I based that on. And this one is not too severe. A lot of them have really severe rusting up there. So, and I think I added the ACI labels and the wheel inspection dots to this car. I think I might have also put the little yellow warning sticker next to the door, which I think says that the car has no running board, but unless I'm mistaken. It's been a while since I did this. So one of the things that I don't like about these cars in the stock condition is the crossover platform. The stock Atlas part is this big, thick hunk of plastic. That really doesn't look very good. So I took those off and replaced them with aftermarket photo etch parts. I also added the uncoupling levers and the train line air hoses.
Yeah.
On both ends.
It's a nice touch, actually.
Yeah, thanks. The car ends look a little bare as they come out of the box. There really isn't much to them. I also changed and put Katie scale couplers on it.
Yeah, that seems to be a standard procedure for you.
Yeah. I also replaced the stirrups on all four corners with aftermarket parts, because the stock ones are way too thick looking.
Yeah.
So these look a lot better. This is one of the more recent Atlas cars, so it actually has fairly decent brake detail on it already. So I didn't really do much to the underside, except a little bit of weathering, and mostly on the trucks. I painted the wheels and weathered them. That was about it. All the brake rigging and everything is pretty much as it came.
Looks like you gave the brake rigging a pretty good dusting.
I did. I used an airbrush and kind of dusted it a little bit with some earth color paint, diluted a lot.
Even though it's just kind of a generic boxcar, it's neat, just to see something like this, that small, that looks so big and so realistic.
Well, thanks. So. I mean, my idea eventually is to have every car look good so that, they all look weathered. Because, I mean, when you see a train, you see basically a train of weathered cars.
Right.
Unless they're brand new.
And how often do you see that?
Not too often.
Like never.
So, yeah. So anyway, See if we can get this car on its way here.
Hit it hard. All right. Join us again next week for another edition of Dan's Models. See ya.
Yeah, see ya.